Hey guys, Nightfall here, and today I have a 3-round mock draft for you. And so let's get into this. At number 1, the Cardinals take Nick Bosa. He's the best player available, and they need another edge rusher to pair with Terrell Suggs. At number 2, the 49ers take Quinnen Williams. With D4, Quinnen Williams, and DeForest Buckner, that defensive line becomes one of the most elite defensive lines in the league. Like, whoa. And number 3, the Jets take Josh Allen. That defensive line last year was one of the worst in the NFL. And now they up to make it one of the better ones in the NFL with Josh Allen and Leonard Williams. And number 4, the Raiders take Devin White. There's an obvious need at linebacker, and Vontaze Burfict and Brandon Marshall are just bandages. Devin White gives them that long-term solution. At number 5, we have our first trade. The Cardinals trade the Buccaneers, Patrick Peterson, Chandler Jones, and that 33rd overall pick to get that 5th overall pick and get Kyler Murray. So now they were able to keep that number 1 overall pick, but also get Kyler Murray. I think that's like best case scenario, especially if they're getting Kyler Murray. At number 6, the Giants are taking Ed Oliver. They're taking Ed Oliver here because I don't think they're going to take a quarterback. And I think Ed Oliver is the best player available for them at this point, and he fills an obvious need. At number 7, the Jaguars take T.J. Hawkinson. I don't have to say anything about this guy right now. At number 8, we have our first trade. The Giants trade with the Lions at number 8, giving the Lions the 17th overall pick, the 37th overall pick, and the 95th overall pick to go up and get Drew Lock. At number 9, we have our third trade, with the Bengals going ahead of the Broncos, getting Dwayne Haskins. At number 10, the Broncos select Christian Wilkins. That interior defensive line is a weakness and should be addressed here with one of the best players in the draft. At number 11, the Bills get themselves an offensive lineman that they desperately need, and Jaywan Taylor. At number 12, the Packers take the second best tight end in the draft, Noah Fant, to really help out Aaron Rodgers. Number 13, the Dolphins take Brian Burns, who's the third best edge rusher and definitely fits exactly what Brian Flores wants in Miami. At number 14, the Falcons take Dexter Lawrence. Pairing him up with Grady Jarrett should be one of the better duos in the NFL. At number 15, the Redskins take Montez Sweat. And also note that Josh Rosen was also traded to the Redskins, but for the 2020 first-round pick. At number 16, the Panthers select Andre Dillard. I think protecting Cam Newton this offseason, getting some help for Cam Newton is like a need for the Panthers, so this was like a no-brainer. At number 17, I have the Lions taking Byron Murphy. This is like the best. At 11, at 8, I would take this guy. Number 17, it's a no-brainer. This is the best picks. This is best case scenario right here. Number 18, I have the Vikings taking Cody Ford. That offensive line's trash. He was one of the best offensive linemen in the league. At 19, I have the Chiefs trading up with the Titans, and they're going to select DeAndre Baker. That secondary needs some help, and they're going against the Chargers and Antonio Brown 2 times a year. At 20, I have the Steelers taking Greedy Williams. They need to upgrade that. Their defensive. They need a better defensive back in there. Sorry about that. Okay, here at 20, we have another trade with the Colts trading up with the Seahawks, and they get N'Keal Harry. They do get to keep their other first overall pick, the first rounder, but they're giving up their 2 second-rounders, and they're getting N'Keal Harry. At 22, I have the Ravens taking Jalen Ferguson. Jalen Ferguson's more of has been projected to go in the early second, but if he's the guy, and the Ravens really need an edge rusher now with Terrell Suggs leaving and Zadarius Smith leaving, this is the guy. Get him. Doesn't matter where. At 23, the Texans get the best center in the draft. At 24, the Raiders get Rashawn Gary. I honestly believe they go all Madden mode. Whenever they see a big name, they go. At 25, the Eagles taking Jeffrey Simmons. Even though he has the ACL tear, that shouldn't hold the Eagles back from taking him. I really think he would be in the top 10 if it wasn't for that ACL tear. But if he's at 25, the Eagles would consider him. Should consider him. At 26, I have the Colts taking Cleveland Farrell. They need another edge rusher, and Cleveland Farrell is one of the best in the draft. At 27, I have the Raiders taking Devin Bush. Again, big name guys. At 28, I have the Chargers taking Jonah Williams, one of the best offensive guards, offensive tackles in the draft. And they really need to help better protect Phillip Rivers. At the number 29, I have the Titans taking Marquise Brown. Corey Davis, Adam Humphries, Marquise Brown, that wide receiver group was a weakness, and now that's a strength. That awesome. I feel so good for Marcus Mariota right now. At 30, I have the Packers taking DK Metcalf. Okay. At pick 31, I have the Rams taking Eric McCoy. With Roger Saffold leaving, they need another guard, and that's the guy. At pick 32, the Patriots select Deebo Samuel. I'm pretty sure they want Deebo Samuel because he left saying that I'll see you in a month or something. So I'm just gonna assume they're gonna take him right here at 32. They need another wide receiver. I think Deebo Samuel's skilled enough to be there, and he would probably fit with what Josh McDaniels wants. Okay. In the second round, I have the Buccaneers taking Trey Lamar, really giving them a better linebacker that they need. The Seahawks take Taylor Rapp. The Raiders take Irv Smith Jr. The 49ers get Hakeem Butler. The Lions get Dalton Reisner. We're able to get ourselves a guard and a tackle, and this is one of the picks that I've been wanting. It's either going to be Taylor Rapp, Jalen Ferguson, or Dalton Reisner. With all those guys gone, Dalton Reisner right there. At pick 30, the Broncos trade up with the Jaguars and get Daniel Jones. They got Daniel Jones fell through the whole draft. I don't really think teams view him that highly, but if he's there at 30, I think the Broncos are going to want to make sure they can get that quarterback. At 39, I have the Buccaneers taking Chris Lindstrom. They need another guard. The Bills take A.J. Brown, obviously. The Jaguars take Elton Jenkins. They need that offensive line is probably, again, one of the worst in the league. The Bengals take Jermaine Pratt. I mean, a little bit of a reach, but they really need a linebacker. At 43, I have the Patriots trading with the Lions, giving the Lions the 64th overall pick and the 73rd overall pick. I would accept the trade if I'm the Lions because you get more picks and you're giving up 1 second rounder and air. And the Patriots select Jerry Tillery. The Packers select Nazir Adderley. The Falcons take Chase Winovich, giving them another edge rusher. The Redskins get Rocky Ya-Sin to compete with Josh Norman on the other side of Josh Norman. The Vikings traded with the Panthers today. They take Draymond Jones. The Dolphins take Michael Dieter. Really got to help out. I mean, the Dolphins take Michael Dieter. They really got to buff up that offensive line. The Browns take Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. With the departure of Jabril Peppers, they need another safety. The Panthers here take Amani Oruwariye for someone opposite of Dante Jackson. At the Titans take Zach Allen, fits the scheme. They need another guy on the edge. The Steelers take Kelvin Harmon with the departure of Antonio Brown. They need another receiver. The Eagles take Josh Jacobs. They need another running back. Josh Jacobs is viewed as a first-rounder, potential first-rounder, and they're able to get him here in the mid-second. That's pretty good. Texans take Caleb McGarry. They really need to upgrade that. They really got to upgrade that offensive line no matter what. Ooh, I'm sorry. Maybe he should be the... Chargers at 60 take... I'm pretty sure the Patriots took Jay Sternberger. The Patriots take Joequan Williams. The Colts take... Okay, this is going on here. The Chargers take Titus Howard at 60. The Chiefs take Juan Thornhill at 61. The Saints take Anthony Johnson, really get another receiver for Drew Brees. The Titans take Jonathan Abram. They need another safety, and here they go. The Lions take Khalil Hodge. Honestly, one of the best linebackers in the draft, best pure linebacker in the draft. Lions give him a 64. I think he's one of our highlighted players, and I'd want them to make sure they can get him. And at 65, the Cardinals take Drew Samuel, give him some extra protection for Kyler Murray, and this is his old teammate. At 66, the Steelers take Blake Cashman. Will Ryan Shazier ever return? I don't know. The 49ers take Sean Bunting. They need a guy opposite of Richard Sherman. The Jets take Julian Love. They need another corner, and I'm pretty sure Buster Screen's he's not there anymore. At pick 69, the Jaguars select Deontay Thompson. They cut one of their safeties this year. I can't remember his name, and they need to upgrade that position again. This is the other safety that they drafted last year in the third round, old teammate. Okay, in the third round, the Buccaneers take Justice Hill. They need another running back. The Broncos take Dawson Knox. And I'm pretty sure they have interest in this guy. The Bills take L.J. Collier. They need another edge rusher. The Lions take J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. We need this guy as a red zone threat and another weapon for Matthew Stafford. We need to get some weapons around Matthew Stafford. Like, that's a necessity. Okay, the Bills at 74, the Bills take Miles Sanders. At 75, the Packers take Paris Campbell. At 76, the Redskins take another Alabama guy and linebacker Mac Wilson. At 77, the Panthers take Joe Jackson. At 78, the Dolphins take T.J. Edwards. At 79, the Falcons take Lonnie Johnson Jr. At 80, the Browns take Vashon Joseph. They need another linebacker. Vikings really got to upgrade the offensive line when they take Nate Davis. The Titans take a bench. Well, I'm sorry if I misspelled that. Ooh, I'm sorry about the camera. 83, the Steelers take Stanley Morgan Jr. Again, they need another receiver for Ben Roethlisberger to help fill that void of Antonio Brown leaving. At 84, the Seahawks take Gerald Willis. They got to upgrade that defensive line. At 85, the Ravens take Terry McLaurin. Oh, I'm sorry if I misspelled that. They need another slot guy, and I think this could really help out Lamar Jackson. At 86, the Texans take Yadni Kajust. Again, I think they really got to upgrade that offensive line for Deshaun Watson. At 87, the Bears take O'Shawn Ximenez. They need another edge rusher opposite of Khalil Mack and Leonard Floyd. I'm not sure. At 88, the Lions take Riley Ridley. We get Matthew Stafford a wide receiver on the outside, and we get him a slot receiver. Our receiver corps has just improved so much. Matthew Stafford should be so happy. He's getting an offensive lineman. He's getting two receivers. I mean, that's one of the best things he could have asked for. At 89, the Colts take Michael Jackson. At 90, the Cowboys take Amani Hooker. At 91, the Chargers take Kalen Sanders. They need another defensive tackle. The Chiefs at 92 take Drew Tranquill. The Jets at 93 take Mecole Hardman to give another weapon for Sam Darnold. The Rams take a chance on J.K. Polite, even though he had a bad combine and everything. At 95, the Lions take Kahali Waring. We're giving Matthew Stafford tight end. We're getting him two good receivers, and we're getting him and I think will be an all-pro offensive lineman. Matthew Stafford will be the MVP if these rookies can be impact players. I swear. At 96, the Redskins take another Alabama guy, and Ross Pierce-Backer. I'm pretty sure that was a spell correction by the computer. At 97, the Patriots take Drew Sample to get in their Dwayne Allen guy and Drew Sample to help with the red game and all that. At 98, the Jaguars take Benny Snell Jr. I have no idea what's wrong with Leonard Fournette right now, but I don't like it, and they need to get a backup plan just in case, and then number 2 running back. At 99, the Rams take David Long. I like that pick. I think they need another linebacker. At 100, the Panthers take Josh Oliver. I need another tight end for Cam Newton. At 101, the Patriots take Charles Omenihu. That's weird. I like the name. Omenihu, and to really in place of on the defensive line. At 102, the Ravens take Terrell Hank to help fill that void from C.J. Mosley. And I kind of skipped the picks because I was getting... I didn't want to do all those picks as I knew this guy would be there. At 101, the Lions select Bryce Love. Matthew Stafford, this is for you, Belly. He will get the MVP this year. He will be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. This is the offense for success. Okay. Here I just have an overview of what we get. We get Byron Murphy, Dalton Reisner, Khalil Hodge, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Riley Ridley, Kahali Waring, and Bryce Love. That's my dream scenario right there. I don't think anyone can really complain with that. I guess you can say at 73 we can get someone else or something like that. Maybe someone else besides Riley Ridley because we do have Brandon Pohl, and we got Daniel Amendola. But this is a long-term option, and he's a good route runner, which we haven't really had. And I really like Kahali Waring. He'd be a really good tight end opposite of Jesse James. He's more of a receiving guy. And Bryce Love, I know Troxel Sports is doing doing a film review on him, and I just want to get him there. Give the Lions to Bryce Love just because of you, man. So yeah, that's the mock draft. Everyone, right there. I had to talk really fast to get through all those. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you would like this to happen, give it a just a comment in below. Shout out to the Detroit Sports Alliance. You guys are amazing, especially Luke G, Derek P. Fields, Noble Sports Entertainment, 313 JMO, Micro Mike, Troxel Sports. I cannot remember that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, shout out to all you guys. You guys are really awesome. I really hope everyone enjoyed this mock draft. I think this would be best case scenario. And I think every other team got players that they would want in here. And this is I think would be a really realistic mock draft. The first round I think was really cool, especially with that Kyler Murray trade. But overall, the Lions really got themselves a team here. They got impact players and again, dream scenario here. Okay, guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.